from the disease. Well, back to Germany now, which is gearing up for a weekend of celebrations to mark the 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Official events take place on Sunday. Pieces of the so-called Border of Light have been put into place to mark where the Berlin Wall once divided a nation. Well, even though Germany is united to date, it still is a place where divisions exist within society. Turks represent the biggest foreign population in Germany. Many of them came under a Labour pact to power what was a post-war boom, but integration has sometimes been a problem. Şule Toktaş is Professor of Political Science at the department at Kadir Has University in Istanbul, and he joins me now. How would you describe the integration of the Turkish population, which is a significant minority in Germany?
Yeah, it's been over 50 years that the guest worker agreement had been signed between Germany and Turkey. And in the years 1961 and 1974, when the pact was terminated, around 650,000 Turks migrated from Turkey to Germany. And over decades, this labor migration was followed by family unification, and over time it was followed by refugees and asylum seekers. And currently we have, of course, the migration continuing with student migration, education migration, expatriate migration, and currently 3 million, around 3.5 million Turks are living in today's Germany. Most of them maintain their Turkish citizenship, as Germany doesn't allow dual citizenship. That is the main reason.
And we're looking, as we speak, at pictures. I'm sorry, let me just stop you for a moment, because I just want our viewers, while you're talking, to understand what we're looking at. We're looking at protest pictures here by Turks in Germany. What are the biggest issues that the Turkish population faces and that it protests against in living as a migrant or an immigrant population, as it were, in what is the fastest growing, or certainly has been until recently, the fastest growing economy in Europe?
Yeah, after the unification of Germany, most of the Turks living in western part of Germany had moved to eastern part, because the eastern part, the housing and the buildings were in rental costs was lower than the western part. And we saw a rise in the visibility of the Turkish immigrants in the public sphere in Germany after the 1990s. But this visibility, of course, was accompanied by, due to the, similar to the trends of the 1990s, rise of extreme nationalism and racism. 1990s were the years when Turkish origin people, their houses were burnt down, they were attacked on the streets, and there was this rise of anti-immigrant, anti-Turkish, and from time to time anti-Muslim sentiments.
All right, and we're going to leave it there, and we thank you for joining us and giving us some context and some background there. German-Turkish government relations have recently suffered a blow. This cartoon published in German papers 3 years ago, it has to be said. Now it's being reported in German media that the Turkish Foreign Ministry has just summoned Germany's ambassador for a meeting about it. Now this depicts a teeth-bearing dog called Erdogan. Ankara says it offends the Turkish head of state and reflects growing racism and xenophobia in Germany.